Hey there, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome to you. My name is Katie and this is Louisiana Cooking and Living. And today we are making a socket to me cake. I think this is kind of a southern / Louisiana kind of cake. I kind of had an idea in my brain. I've only made them a few times and it's been a few years ago. So I went to look it up on Pinterest and there isn't even one to be found on Pinterest. So I'm thinking it must be a very regional thing. I'm not quite sure why there's not one on Pinterest. Anyway, so we're gonna just wing it and hope for the best. It's not a very difficult cake. I've made several cakes similar to this, one being a pistachio cake. So I think it's kind of similar. It's just a little bit different flavor. This does have coconut in it. A lot of Louisiana cakes, like an Italian cream cake, has coconut, or the strawberry cake, things like that. So let's just get started. All right, I do have my oven preheating to 350 degrees and I have, greased and floured my Bundt pan. So those are ready to go when we are ready to pour it in. So this is one of my shortcut kind of cakes. We're using a butter yellow cake mix. If you can use whatever your favorite yellow or butter cake recipe is. That's what we're starting with. To our mixing bowl, we're going to add our cake mix. We're not going to quite follow the directions on the package. We're gonna have 1 stick of melted and cooled butter. We're gonna use 3/4 of a cup of water. We're gonna use a cup of sour cream. If you watched any of my cake videos before, I always put sour cream in my cake. It makes it much more tender. This is just an 8-ounce carton here. And then we're gonna add 4 eggs. All right, we're gonna start this off on low so that we don't throw it all over the kitchen. And then once I kind of get it blended up together, then we'll go on high for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, our batter is finished and we are gonna make our cinnamon streusel-y kind of filling. We're gonna use brown sugar. I'm just gonna take a couple of big scoops there. I'm gonna use some cinnamon. And I'm gonna say teaspoon. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to this. Maybe a 1/4 of a teaspoon. Now we're going to use some unsweetened flaked coconut. So maybe a quarter of a cup, not much. Just give this a good mix. This will be our filling in the cake. And then we're going to toast some coconut to go on the top. All right. So we're going to layer this in our Bundt pan. So we'll start off with some cake. Just want to cover the bottom because you don't want this topping or filling to burn. So we'll just sprinkle this around now. All right, now we'll do another layer of our batter. Just enough to cover up that filling. Spread it around. I think I've made the pistachio cake for you before. If I did, I will link that up here in the cards. All right, we'll do more of our filling. We may not use all this. All right, so we didn't use it all. You don't have a silicone spatula like this, it is a wonder. It scrapes really good. All right, we'll just smooth this out again so we don't burn anything. We want it to be completely covered. And then we will put this in the oven for 35 minutes and then we'll check it just to make sure it's good and done. And we'll get this in the oven. All right, we'll bake that for 35 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna toast some coconut. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this coconut on a little skillet and just over a low heat. I'm just gonna toss it for a few minutes, stirring it continuously. You do not want it to burn. Coconut has some sugar in it, it will burn. And then we will take the cake out, let it cool completely, and then we're gonna make a glaze to go over the top and then sprinkle our coconut. Oh, I totally forgot the pecans. Shoot, we'll have to put that on the top. You should put pecans in that filling. So, well, pecans are my favorite. We'll just have to improvise again. All right, we'll see you in a minute. All right, so here's our cake. It came out of the oven. You can kind of see where maybe there wasn't a lot of batter between the brown sugar part and it kind of melted it around. So that's totally fine, nice and craggly. So we're gonna make our little powdered sugar glaze here. Let me grab my cream. So we're gonna take about a cup of powdered sugar Oops. And I'm gonna whisk mine. You can sift it if you want. I'm just gonna pre-whisk it here to try and break up any big clumps. All right, and to this, we are gonna add some cinnamon, since that's our flavor in here. Some cinnamon, so we're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon to this. Not a lot, maybe 1/4 teaspoon. We're gonna add a little bit of salt to balance out all the sweet. And now we're gonna add some heavy whipping cream. Just do a little bit at a time, and then if you need to add more, you can. I think this is a very good consistency right off the bat. Usually I go back and forth between powdered sugar and cream. All right. So what I'm gonna do is take my cake. We're gonna drizzle our glaze over the top. Now what my husband always likes for me to do is to put the extra glaze in the middle in case you want to add a little bit extra to your slice. I might as well do it instead of all this going to waste, right? And now I toasted up my pecans and coconuts since I didn't get my pecans in my cake. I'm just going to sprinkle this on top. All right. All right, we're gonna slice down. Oh, it's so soft. All right, let's give this a taste test. Get some of these yummy pecans I forgot to put in the middle of the cake. We'll get them on top of the cake. So here we go. I was a little excited, I got a little too much. Get some more of this topping. That is so good. Cinnamon, coconut, pecans. Sorry. Just a little excited for it. If you're having a breakfast brunch, that'd be perfect, like a little coffee cake. So I hope you give this recipe a try. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed already, we ask that you subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.